Hello! Welcome to the amazing idea that I had of explaining something past of my mind when I was 14-year-old. By the name of the video, you can already imagine that it's gonna be awful. Amazing, a matter of fact. Well, let's start. Well, hello, I am Nexus, and you didn't know that because I'm a low-tier YouTuber is starting right now, not known by anyone, and today I'll be telling you how much of a crazy nerd I was when I was young. But before any of that, I must first tell you how this channel works, which basically is every single random video that I can simply get my hands on. They are completely random. They are gonna have that weird layout for a name that you see throughout the videos on my channel. Meanwhile, videos that actually matter to me, videos that I care about, they're gonna have this normal layout for a name. Are you following? Good. Now let's go. Let me read the script. First of all, back then, I loved Minecraft a lot, and I would see multiple SMPs. And I decided that I would make my own one day. What could possibly come wrong with that? The name of the SMP was A Cidade de Choros, in Portuguese Brazilian, which was involved with being an economic-based SMP on a city. And with that idea in mind, I buckled up, using my super powerful big nerd young brain. I have cooked the most advanced and amazing SMP idea and modpack I could conjure at 1.12.2. And it was chaotic. I'll explain in a second. Basically, the SMP would have different corporations doing different things while there was a main government that tried to keep the main city intact. And this government worked with said corporations to maintain the city in a very easier manner without it having to waste too many funds, you know, like the real government around. Am I right, fellas? Anyway, while fighting off events that I could come up with. Sounds good and easy, right? It would not be a problem if the three corporations I made was not alphally made with a crayon snorted brain fart ideas. Let me tell you the amazing hazards I could conjure with my amazing mind at this age, starting with Builders League United, definitely not a reference to some game, which was all about building, demolition, and architecture? I don't know. It was a go-to to anyone that wished to play actual Minecraft other than playing for a minimum wage simulation and walking simulation instead of Minecraft. Instead, they could actually play Minecraft and build stuff. Like, you know, building. This corporation is fine. It actually sounds good. Next, we're gonna have the Center for Chaos Containment. CCC for short. This corporation. Oh boy, this is where the fun starts. Just by the name you can already imagine. Definitely not a reference to Henry Stickmin, which was... This corporation was supposedly the police of the city, the protectors, and the destroyer of chaos. And with that, that's exactly what they do. If I had not made them poorly by giving them the most absurd amount of power. Let me tell you something. I need a seat for this one because it's a lot. So you gotta follow me carefully here. Imagine the most strongest piece of nuclear ordnance you can think. Good. Now imagine that at an infinite amount of times worse. The mod I used for this corporation in specific was not other than the legendary mod for kabooms and Minecraft industrial craft enthusiasms, HBM's nuclear tech mod, which not only adds a ton of nuclear missiles, explosives, launchers, sentries, weapons, and machinery that do a lot of stuff that I don't understand, but literally the crucible from Doom Eternal, a death ray in the orbit of the planet, meteors, and I given everything this mod has to offer has an audience in the hands of any player that decided to join the Center of Chaos Containment. You see the problem, right? So much power in the hands of players that are chronically insane as me at that age. This one corporation is the reason why I'm making this video, because it's ridiculous. The idea I had to to maneuver the power inside of CCC was not enough. Basically, there was the CCC headquarters, far away out in the outskirts of the city, and inside the city, and over the city, yes, over the city, and not joking, there was stations where spotters from the CCC would be positioned. It worked like this. The spotters had the job to make up their point of view of the city from where they were and evaluate for the operators back at the headquarters to send something to handle the situation. Sounds good, right? If the options were not fucking nukes, world-ending weaponry, a war tank, and a goddamn death ray cannon from the low orbit around the globe. Now that's awful. The other idea I had to control it was one player, also known as the Chief Deputy Dude, yes, that was the rank's name, which only job was to assign how much firepower the operators and spotters had available, which wasn't the greatest idea because she can literally decide to allow the world-ending device she has to activate at any point at any time. Also the mech. Did I mention that the CCC has a mech? Dude, what was I thinking when I made this? What happened in my life that me from that age would create the most advanced way to dump as many arson in one Minecraft SMP as possible? And I'm not joking. The entire damn arsenal that HBM have, it's literally the entire flavors of a crayon box. And more, and way more. Every time that I think that I went through everything on that mod, they are still adding more to it. Oh my god. And that's all I can say about CCC, guys. Center for Chaos Containment. Oh wait. There was still another corporation. Basically, there was some other corporation named Pantheon, which basically was about having gods in the server, but young me never actually decided to give them a description in the list that I'm reading from, nor a mod to actually make this possible, so I'm changing Pantheon to a drug cartel instead. Yeah, you get it. Also, if you think that you could simply barge into the headquarters and get the stuff yourself, let me tell you, you cannot. The security craft mod and the map design I made was impossible to breach even by me if I was in survival. You are not getting the nukes by just walking in and getting one for free. And that's how, folks. Bye bye.